EA's Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a sequel to the Star Wars Battlefront released in 2015. The first Star Wars Battlefront initially had a bad reception. Complaints about not having enough launch content, lack of a single-player campaign, and DICE's DLC plans were among the most common. I thoroughly enjoyed the first Star Wars Battlefront and have put in almost 200 hours of game time, but I understand where the game has failed. Star Wars Battlefront 2 gameplay was just revealed at EA's EA Play event at E3. The gameplay reveal brought with it tons more info and insight about the game that we will pick up and play on November 17th of this year. Here are my top 5 improvements/additions to Star Wars Battlefront 2. Number 5. Squad System. We've gotten a small bit of detail on how the new multiplayer squad system will work in Star Wars Battlefront 2. A squad will consist of up to 4 players, and every time you spawn, you will spawn in with a new squad. DICE's goal is to encourage more squad play. Your squad will spawn in all at the same time at the end of a countdown, and everyone will receive bonus points by playing around each other. I think that this is a very neat system, and I'm excited to see how it will play out. Unfortunately, DICE have not yet decided how partying with your friends will work. Number 4. Single player campaign. Probably one of the most requested features for the next installment. A good story is a must-have for anything Star Wars. Star Wars is known for its rich and cinematic storytelling. The game's story will bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. The story will most likely cover the creation of the Force Order and the struggles that the Imperials face after the death of their Emperor. Number 3. Cross-Era Heroes. It has not yet been confirmed if Cross-Era Heroes will still be existent in the November release, but I sure hope it is. The thing about Star Wars Battlefront is that it is meant to live out your Star Wars battle fantasies. I think that the Cross-Era Heroes is a great way to support this. I admit that I was worried with how it would look to have Rey and Boba running around with clones and droids during the EA Play event, but it didn't really seem to bother me. I enjoyed it. It was fun to see how these heroes from different eras spar against each other. From the canon perspective, it obviously doesn't make any sense, although from a gameplay perspective, it does. DICE has talked about how each hero will have their own progression system, and if the progression system is as deep as it sounds, I think it is important to allow players to play whatever hero they want to progress, and with the only restriction obviously being their faction. Number 2. All 3 eras. Clone Wars era was probably one of the most requested additions to the sequel game. DICE has proven that they are listening to the community, and all 3 eras will already give the players at least three times as much content at launch as the first Star Wars Battlefront. Both Phase 1 and Phase 2 clones will be playable, although the phases will be locked to certain maps. For example, only Phase 1 clones will be playable on Kamino, and Phase 2 on Naboo. And coming in at number 1 of my top 5 improvements and additions is a free DLC. It is confirmed that DICE is throwing away the Season Pass. Star Wars Battlefront 2 will have all maps, modes, weapons, and heroes available to download for free. Future content releases will be released in seasons. Each season will have a different theme. The first season is confirmed to be a The Last Jedi theme and will include Finn and Captain Phasma as playable heroes. Dennis also confirmed on Twitter that any non-cosmetic item will not be locked behind a paywall or a pre-order/edition exclusive. So, will microtransactions most likely exist in this game? Yes, but they will most likely only be cosmetic, which I am okay with. I think it's good to see the developers are beginning to follow this trend that all content related to gameplay should be released free for all players, that way the player base does not get split. After EA Play, I am very excited to get my hands on Star Wars Battlefront 2. The game looks very promising and a much improvement from the first Star Wars Battlefront. Be sure to leave your top 5 improvements/additions in the comment section, and if you like this video, then subscribe to see future Star Wars Battlefront news and gameplay.